the law of this jungle is as old and as real as the sky. And the wolf that abides will prosper, but a wolf that breaks it will die. You see out here in this jungle, we run it forward and back. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. I used to run with the pack, nowadays I run for the pack. Represent from the front to the back, balls in my heart, my city on the map. I was in the field, you sitting on the bench. See me in the gym, rep till I'm bench. Sweat till I win, that's a victory stench. Yeah, we stay ready for the war, man, I settle in the score. Settle it. Right now I'm with the hype, I ain't in it for the light. I was down on the ground, now I'm up for the fight. I'm on it. Seaside at the dark, now it's into the light. Alpha mode, down for my team. I wake up and I'm chasing a dream. Done dirt, but my crep stay clean. Send for me, view, boy, how you mean? Look at my tongue with the verses. Clean sheet in him, and I'm on the first with. Prize fighter, I'm taking the purses. Deathmatch like your family in hearses. The law of this jungle, we're running forward and back. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. You see out here in this jungle, we're running forward and back. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack.
What better way to try and banish the blues of Brighton than Derby Day in the West Midlands? Wolves looking to bounce back from their worst defeat in over a decade. That man, Ruben Neves, set to make his 250th club appearance. Today is a day for experienced characters, and hopefully that man, Diego Costa, can prove the difference. I'm Mikey Burrows, alongside me, two local men. Two men who know what this battle is all about. The Hall of Famer Andy Thompson and the 300 Club member Lee Naylor alongside me here at Molineux. As you can see, Tomo enjoyed his weekend down on the South Coast. If you ignore the couple of hours he spent at the Amex Community Stadium, his tan has been topped up to a delicious shade of mahogany.
Jealous, eh?
Well, I mean, look how pasty white I am compared to you. It's
well, you got to leave that bedroom and get yourself outside.
I've been in tears crying in the bedroom for most of the week. Look, we have to talk about last weekend before we kind of get on to today. We'll hear from Julian Lopetegui. We'll do things a bit differently today. I'll explain why a little bit later on. But they have to find a way to put it behind them, Tomo. And the recriminations have been long and deep, and people have discussed it all week and have their different viewpoints on a lot of different issues that we saw last weekend. It all has to be answered today.
Yeah, it does. So, look, the Wolves fans are outstanding down at Brighton after that result as well. I know some of them, the left and right, are not going to understand why, but there's a large majority of the fans stayed and watched it till the end of the game, which just shows you how low they are after just watching their team get beaten 6-0. But look, they're at Molineux today. Local rivals, derby match. It's going to matter today a lot more. So look to these fans and everybody else is going to be here. So there's a lot at stake, not just the result, but also as well that little bit of pride as well.
Lee Naylor, have you ever been in that situation where you've been on the end of such a beating that you have to lift yourself off the floor, really?
Not to the extent of 6. I think it was 5 in the Prem where we got beat. And it's not a nice feeling, I can tell you that. But you've got another game to bounce back, and it's a derby. So what better game to choose to get your teeth stuck into? I mean, this is the game that you'd want after getting beat like that, because if you can't come back to fight after a 6-0 loss at a local derby, then I don't know. I think you're in the wrong job.
Well, a lot of discussion this week has been about what team Julian Lopetegui would select. How many changes would he make? Here is your answer. 2. Totti, that man on your screen, comes in for Hugo Bueno, who misses out on the squad entirely. Rayan Aït-Nouri back involved. He's missed the last 7 fixtures. He wasn't injured. He is on the bench today. Mateus Cunha comes in for João Gomez as well. So it's kind of back to the 4-4-2, really, of Sarr in goal. Semedo on his 101st Wolves appearance. Let's hope it goes better than his 100th. Dawson, Kilman and Totti the back 4. Lamina and Neves the midfield central 2. Neto, we think, on the right. Mateus Nunez on the left. Though that could change. and then Mateus Cunha supporting Diego Costa up top on the bench. Bentley, Aït-Nouri, Collins, Podence, Huang, Sarabia, Matinho, Gomez and Traore. Tomo, you were there last Saturday. You suffered the pain alongside me. Are you surprised it's only 2?
I am surprised it's only 2 in the way that the defeat, but I think the manager's gone, hang on a minute, you got us into that mess last week. I think some of you are going to go out there and try and rectify things, and that's probably what he's done. Because I'm sure the players are going to be hurt. I'm sure the players are going to have their pride hurt when they watch that game over again. And I'm sure the managers has shown them that game or parts of that game over the last week or so. And look, opportunity to go out there and rectify things. So look, and I'll give a little bit of credit to the Wolves players. They went to the Wolves fans at the end of the game and clapped the ones who actually stayed in the stadium. Which they could have quite honestly just gone down the tunnel, but it was a nice little gesture at the end of it, even though it was an awful defeat. They went over there to actually clap them for their efforts of coming down to watch the match.
2 schools of thought, Lee Naylor. You kind of change everybody and kind of punish them all, or you send them back out there to put things right. And clearly Julian Lopetegui will have spent this week maybe assessing some of his players' character in the way they've responded to last Saturday, and has gone with this selection.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it, but if I'm on the playing sort of staff, I wanna put things right. I want to go out there and show the manager that, you know what, that was a one-off, that's never going to happen again, and to do it for the fans, but not just yourself, for the fans as well. They travelled a long way. Brighton's not a short journey; that's a long way, and they got to put a bit of pride back on the map.
Well, you can have your say on the team selection today and your thoughts on the game as a whole, how you think it's going to go. Let us know your thoughts at Mikey Burrows, at Wolves on Twitter. Use the hashtag Wolves Live to get in touch. As I say, we will hear from Julian Lopetegui a little bit later on. We'll also give you an opportunity to see the nominees for goal of the season as well. We might get the boys to try and pick theirs from the list of nominees. But this is the time where we would normally show you the highlights from the previous game. We didn't bother to
show Tomo on the beach last
do
week.
the highlights. I mean, listen, I don't think we could handle enough traffic that would come through of people looking at this guy in his speedos,
switching off
in his budgie smugglers lying on the beach, bronzing himself up. So instead, we've dug into the archives to find something that might cheer a few people up, and we'll watch that after we hear from Julian Lopetegui.
We are in the middle of the battle, in the middle of the war, like a lot of teams. So, well, and that's why we have to put our 100% of energy in the next match. This is football of elite, football of elite. So we have to be ready until then. And the Saturday we have a challenge, and I am sure that the fans, they are going to understand the importance of our match, because we are going to need his help. Sure, we are going to need this environment in the match, this energy, above all in the bad moments, because the opponent is going to demand a lot. And I am sure that the fans, they are going to help a lot in the next match.
this is gonna be easy for me.
Nobody did that before, the fans, eh? I'll be the first one.
I don't think so.
I think I win.
Let's do it.
I'm Pedro Neto and I will win the Oh What a Shot.
I am Raúl Jiménez and I'm gonna win.
I'm Pablo Sarabia. I'm gonna win.
Hello.
So we are going to do 5 shots each one, and the purpose is to put the ball on the O. And if we draw, we do sudden death.
Hi Pablo, good luck with the challenge. Come on.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Pedro Neto. Good luck for the challenge. Hopefully you win. Come on, Pedro Neto!
Thank you very much, and I'm gonna win for you.
Come on, Eminem!
We're voting for you.
You're gonna see, I'm gonna win this.
The younger is the first.
No pressure.
Yo pego.
Wow, what a shot.
The hole has to be bigger, no? It's not possible. Non è possibile, ma!
Wow.
Lo dije.
You need to open the P as well.
Now it's sudden death.
Do you have what it takes? It's the strategy, the discipline, the anticipation, the defeats, the victories. The people who get it, get it. The people who don't, don't. We are Wolves Women, and we are their official FX trading partner.
It's Matchday Live, building up to today's big derby game. Andy Thompson, Lee Naylor alongside me. Some of your messages. Colin says, today has been a safe selection. Would have preferred Sarabia to Nunez after last week. It's going for a 2-2 draw. Howling Wolves says, I wouldn't say we're favourites, but after last week, I'd settle for a blood and thunder effort. No prisoners taken. If we do that with the quality of players we have, we should get something from the game. It's a derby. Expect the unexpected. Whilst Carl says, going for a 2-1, and we must show a better performance from the previous game, and the team changes look okay. Just hope Bueno is not going to be out for long. As far as we understand it, his absence is tactical rather than anything else. It has meant the reintroduction to the matchday squad of Rain Aït-Nouri, and a perfect opportunity, Tomo, for if he gets his chance, go out there and prove why you should have been in for the last couple of weeks.
Of course it is. Like I say, we don't know what's gone on or what's happened with him left out the squad, whether or not he was injured or it's just been left out of the squad by the manager. But what he has got to do, if he gets an opportunity, he's just got to go out there and solely for himself and for the team as well. Because at the end of the day, so you've got to look after yourself. And if you stay here or you want away, the best way of doing it is to put in a performance. And that's what he's going to have to do if he gets the opportunity today.
Lee Naylor, one of the comments there saying this is a safe team selection. Is it safe in your view? I mean, he's still got Neto in there. He's taken out João Gomez.
No, I think he's giving people a chance to put things right. There's a lot of players out there that was there last week that didn't put in a good performance, and I suppose he's giving them the chance to go and do it right. I mean, I think he's gone back to the back four as well, where he was tried and trusted again, where he started off against Chelsea, and we got some good results. So I think he's tried to go back to that and to set out a stall to make it difficult.
We would love to see a goal of the season contender today. It'll be too late to make the official list, or is it? Who knows what could happen over the next couple of hours. But let's sit back and enjoy the best from this season from both the Wolves men and women.
He's aware that 1 in 8,333 make the cut. And so he's thinking about scoring while he's lacing up. He made sure he ate good and got his 8 hours in. The gaffer told him just focus and you'll do nothing but win. And even though the things on Snap kept on buzzing down his phone, he had a little peek, he swiped right, but he made sure he left them alone. It's no distractions, I've gotta keep that hunger and focus. Check my kick bag twice and remove that chip off my shoulders. Can't be late, I'm trying to be the first one to the ground. Headphones in, I'm vibing, bucking, listening to SR and pounds, thinking it's nerves. But then I think, some of these man just talk enough. Take it easy and don't go too intense on the warm-up. Man like Kai, quick firms, but you know he's gonna be marking me. I can't get caught flat-footed, and he knows just how sharp I'll be. Match scenario, 1 inch of space, and then I'm in there. Quick 1, 2, boom, first goal, that's me. Get in there, calm down. I gotta keep myself composed, and I can't get too gassed, because it wasn't the cleanest of goals. I need another. To go first team, I have to make a statement. Remember, talent can only take you so far. It's the hard work that sticks out blatant. You know Ryan's got a ping on him, so when he gets it, you're gone. Fake coming short for the ball, then drop the shoulder, race on. Are you a speedy one, bro? Is the defender kinda slow? And if so, it's all about that first touch towards the goal. Because if it's dead, then you're given time to make up the ground. And if it's good, you hit the back of the net, make that beautiful sound. The gaffer's watching, he's making notes, and then he sees his assistant walk up. He tells you that they're impressed, and that you've earned yourself a call up. Then he says, wait, before you even think about making the team, make sure you go home and get those dirty boots clean. Man, this is nuts, I'm shaking. Wait till I tell my mum and the bros. I'm gassed, I've been grafting for this, but still kinda mad I've been chose. Crazy, anticipation. Use all the emotions to feed desire and fuel performance. Tell your boys you're locked tough, and tomorrow's game is enormous. Match day, you're in the tunnel. Get yourself at the back of the line. Close your eyes for a second. When you open them again, it's your time. Wolves, next gen.
Wolverhampton is a proud and diverse city. Proud of its history and proud of its people. When times are tough and life is challenging, Wolverhampton stands together. At Wolves Foundation, we are the heartbeat of the community. We support thousands of people across the city of all ages and abilities. Half of the people we work with are from areas among the most deprived 10% in the country. We encourage people to become healthier and more active. 92% of our participants have improved their mental and physical well-being. We develop lifelong learning and skills. 90% of our participants have improved their educational achievement. We work hard to build safe, strong, and active communities. 84% of our participants feel they have contributed to a safer, stronger, and more inclusive community. Football is such a powerful sport. It brings us together and drives us forward. At Wolves Foundation, we are proud of our work and proud of our impact. Creating opportunities and changing lives.
Matchday Live, counting down to kick off, just a little over quarter of an hour away. And I guess the easy question or the hard question, depending on your view, Tomo, how are you feeling about this? I mean, we've had a great run of form at home, and yet last week bears heavy.
It does. I know we've done well at home in the last couple of months or so, but yeah, it's just the manner of the defeat last week is the problem with me, where it sits. What team or what Wolves team are going to turn out today? Because I'll tell you what, being at home in front of the Wolves fans, the one thing that they're going to have to guarantee is that they try 100% and battle against Aston Villa. Don't make it easy for them. Because Villa will come here with confidence on the back of the way that they played, especially away games. They've done really well. So we're going to have to compete. We're going to get into them. I know it's raining heavy now.
I was just going to say that these are horrid conditions.
I don't know. I think I'll just make it for a great derby game. But I'm just hoping that battle, that effort's going to be more into it today, that they're going to have to battle against Aston Villa. because Villa again are in a good form, doing well in the league. We've got to at least get into them. So you said to me before the show, you were just like Wolves just to get into Brighton last week and make it difficult for them. But we didn't. We made it easy for them. We stood off them. We allowed them time and space to hurt us. Can't afford to do that today.
This is a very good Aston Villa team, Lee Naylor. Their defeat at Man United ended a 10-game unbeaten run. It was the first time for 20 games that they hadn't scored either. This is a very tough team to come up against. Wolves have to be on their A game today.
Yeah, 100%. They're in a rich vein of form, and it's going to be a really difficult game for Wolves. But what a game to have! Like, this is like of everything that's obviously gone on last week, and then to come with the conditions. It's raining Saturday afternoon. Oh, these are the ones that you want the tackles flying in. Like, honestly, when you can get that a good slide tackle in, it feels good to do that, and that's what's going to need it. It's going to be needed for get the crowd back on side and get the crowd up and get that atmosphere going.
Yeah, that's for me as well. Look, you've got to make it a battle. You've got to make it a battle against Aston Villa today. Don't make the game easy for them, because again, I think we made the game easy for Brighton last week. Just got to get into Villa and make it awkward and just give nothing away if you can.
Right, we'll hear more from Julian Lopetegui in just a second, but let's take a look back at what happened when these two met here last season. Winning it back on halfway, driving forwards, trying to find Daniel Penance, and Conser has slipped. It's Penance into the penalty area on his right foot. He's taken it too far. Fabio Silva couldn't score. Comes to Johnny! Johnny smashes it home! 2-2 for Johnny! What a start at Molineux! Pure pandemonium in the stands as Johnny lashes it home into the top corner. It's Wolves 1, Villa 0. He's trying to play it into the channel. Fabio Silva chasing, putting pressure on Mings. He's got round him. Fabio Silva into the area. Saved by Emi Martinez and behind for a Wolves corner. It could have been 2 inside 8 minutes at Molineux. Concert with the interception. Matinho using all those years of experience to read the play, and now release Marçal down the left-hand side. Marçal with an early one in. Trincao arriving. Oh, it's in! It's in! It looks like an own goal! Marçal's going to get the credit from all the Wolves players running towards him. The old goal double their lead. Coutinho loses out to Dendoncker. Matinho racing forwards to the edge of the area. Jean Matinho strikes it, is blocked by Conser. Chan Huang on his left back. Oh, just wide of the far post.
Oh, it's got it at the target.
You wanted that.
Oh, I'll just wait for the net to go.
Buendia, Dendoncker and Matinho both slid in. Bolly couldn't quite get there. Loose one now then. Oh, that's a penalty to Villa. Jose Sarr came to try and get the ball and Watkins was bundled over. And Aston Villa have a late penalty. It's Ollie Watkins to strike it right-footed, and it's in off the inside of the post and just over the line. Villa have got themselves a lifeline.
No, I think that in the same way when you won or you lost, you have to be focused in the next challenge that you have. And of course, we are involved in a very hard race, is to be out of the relegation. And this is a big game for us, all of us, and we have to put our focus in the Saturday match against the second best team in the second part of the season. Half of the season is Aston Villa. So this is all. Of course, we were not happy, of course, but not about the defeat, about of course the score. But sometimes happen. We have, of course, we have analyzed inside with the players, and we have to be ready for the next challenge with energy, full of energy, full of confidence, because I repeat, we are fighting for a very big aim, very hard aim. We are a lot of teams involved. We are going to be there until the end, so we have to be ready for the next match.
Full of fight, full of energy. There's an initiative from the Old Gold Pack to wear scarves for today, so we've got our scarves on, representing all the stands. I'm representing the North Bank because I'm a little bit fancy, Lee Naylor is representing the South Bank because he likes to stand up during games and probably has had a drink or two before coming to the ground. And of course, Tomo is more than happy to represent the Steve Ball stand, of course, his favourite stand out of all the stands, mainly because when he played in front of it, it was called the John Island stand, and it was miles away, so no one could shout at him. He couldn't hear what anyone was shouting at him from it.
Couldn't get abuse from that far away.
I know. I actually remember those days.
Oh, did you?
But hopefully the atmosphere is going to be superb today. Score prediction time, boys. Tom, I'm going to let you go first because normally we let Naylor go, and who knows what he could predict today. So I'm going to let you get your standard 2-1 out of the way, unless you're a little bit nervy. Who knows?
I am nervy, but as I keep telling you, I can't bet against Wolves. I did that last week. Wasn't even close. So look, I'm going for Wolves 2-1 today. I'll give them the usual. I'm hoping we're going to see a better Wolves today. I hope we're going to see a competitive Wolves today.
Did you say 2-1, Tom?
I did.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow, this is hard now. I'm going to go for 2-2.
Oh, okay. 2-2. Who's going to get the goals?
I'll go for Nunes and Neves.
And of course, that leaves my traditional 1-0 result. Pedro Neto, I fancy today. Obviously, I said 1-0 last week and was absolutely miles off. But who knows what can happen this week? There'll be commentary from the three of us at wolves.co.uk and wherever you are in the world on the move via the Wolves app. Today is a day to put things right. Hopefully, we're going to see plenty of drama, plenty of goals. We'll leave you with some of the best the Old Gold have scored against their near rivals.
O'Hara. It's towards Berra. And Jarvis! What a fantastic finish from Matt Jarvis. Wolves are in front of Villa Park. Skillful, got away from Petrov and Antoine Lahore. This is Kitely, great chance for Michael Kitely! With a flick, brilliant flick to Jota, and now the breakaway is on. Jota, he's got Bonatini to his left, he's still driving himself. Bonatini's run offside. Jota might just go in alone. Oh, it's brilliant from Jota. Across comes the challenge. Bonatini! Oh! Leo Bonatini! Leo Bonatini! Leo Bonatini! That is outrageous for Wolves! What a goal! Diogo Jota made it! Bonatini finishes it! Michael Kitely with the corner. Johnson! Well, Edwards celebrates as well, but it was Roger Johnson with the initial header, and it's 2-1 Wolves. Down the line for Cavallero. That's a better ball in. Bonatini couldn't quite reach it. Comes through to Jota though. Jota on his left back! Diogo Jota! With a stunner into the back of the net to send Molineux into raptures. Deadlock broken on Derby Day in the Midlands from Diogo Jota. It's Wolves 1, 1-0.
The law of this jungle is as old and as real as the sky. And the wolf that abides will prosper, but a wolf that breaks it will die. You see, out here in this jungle, we run it forward and back. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. I used to run with the pack, nowadays I run for the pack. Represent from the front to the back, balls in my heart, my city on the map. I was in the field, you're sitting on the bench. See me in the gym, rep till I'm bench. Sweat till I win, that's a victory stench. Yeah, we stay ready for the war, man, I settle in the score. Right now I'm with the hype, I ain't in it for the light. I was down to the ground, now I'm up for the fight. Seaside at the dark, now it's into the light. Out for more, down for my team. I wake up and I'm chasing a dream. Doing dirt but my crap stay clean. Send for me, view, boy, I am me. Look at my count with the verses. Clean sheet in him and I'm on a verse with. Prize fighter, I'm taking the purses. Death match and your family in hearses. The law of this jungle, we run it forward and back. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. You see, out here in this jungle, we run it forward and back.